PPSh-41, the iconic Soviet submachine gun of World War II. The PPSh-41, short for Pistolet Pulemyot-Shpagina 1941, was a Soviet submachine gun that played a significant role during World War II. This iconic firearm, designed by Georgy Semyonovich Shpagin, is considered one of the most effective and widespread submachine guns of the war. The history of the PPSh-41 is a tale of innovation, mass production, and its vital contribution to the Red Army's successes on the Eastern Front. Design and development. The development of the PPSh-41 began in the early 1940s in response to the Soviet Union's need for a reliable and rapid-firing submachine gun. Shpagin's design was based on the earlier PPD-40 submachine gun with the goal of simplifying production and making it more suitable for mass production. The PPSh-41 was known for its simplicity and ruggedness, characteristics that made it well suited for wartime conditions. The key features of the PPSh-41 included an open-bolt blowback operation, which allowed for automatic and semi-automatic firing modes. It was chambered with a 7.62 by 25 mm Tokarev pistol cartridge, a powerful round that gave it good penetration capabilities. The most distinctive feature was the drum magazine, which typically held 71 rounds. Later in the war, a stick magazine that held 35 rounds became more common due to ease of use and manufacture, production, and deployment. One of the significant strengths of the PPSh-41 was its relatively low manufacturing cost and ease of production. This made it well suited for the Soviet Union's wartime economy, which was heavily focused on mass production to support the war effort. Several factories, including the Tula Arsenal and Izhevsk Mechanical Plant, were tasked with producing the PPSh-41. By 1942, the PPSh-41 was being produced in large numbers and became the standard submachine gun for Soviet infantry. The Red Army deployed the PPSh-41 extensively on the Eastern Front, where its firepower was particularly valued in close-quarters combat. Soviet soldiers appreciated its reliability in harsh weather conditions, simplicity of design, and the high-capacity drum magazine that allowed for sustained automatic fire. It became an iconic weapon, often associated with Soviet troops in both photographs and films. Performance on the Eastern Front. The PPSh-41 saw extensive use during some of the most brutal battles of World War II, such as the Battle of Stalingrad. The weapon's effectiveness in urban warfare and trench warfare was particularly notable. It allowed Soviet soldiers to clear buildings and fortifications with relative ease, thanks to its high rate of fire and large ammunition capacity. One of the key advantages of the PPSh-41 was its ability to lay down a high volume of suppressive fire, which could deter or pin down enemy troops during assaults. Soviet infantry tactics often relied on the firepower of the PPSh-41 to achieve breakthroughs and gain an advantage over their German adversaries. Variants and modifications. As the war progressed, the PPSh-41 underwent some modifications to improve its design. Some of these changes included the introduction of the 35-round detachable box magazine, which was easier to manufacture and transport. This change was made to expedite production and reduce the demand for resources. Additionally, there were some experimental variants, such as the PPSh-41-2, which featured a folding stock, and the PPSh-41-3, designed to accept the 9mm parabellum ammunition used by the German MP-40. These variants were created to make it easier for Soviet soldiers to use enemy ammunition when necessary. Legacy and post-war influence. After World War II, the PPSh-41 continued to serve as the standard submachine gun for the Soviet armed forces. It was also supplied to various Soviet satellite states and communist movements around the world, further cementing its status as an iconic firearm. The PPSh-41's influence extended beyond the war, as its design inspired several other submachine guns and firearms, such as the Chinese Type 50, the Finnish KPM-44, and the North Korean Type 49. This legacy speaks to the effectiveness of the PPSh-41 and the enduring appeal of its design. Conclusion: the PPSh-41 was a formidable weapon that played a crucial role on the Eastern Front during World War II. Its simplicity, ruggedness, and high rate of fire made it an invaluable tool for the Red Army in the brutal battles against the German invaders. Its ease of production and widespread deployment ensured its place in history as one of the most iconic submachine guns of the 20th century. The PPSh-41's legacy endures, a testament to its enduring design and the sacrifices of the soldiers who wielded it in defense of their homeland.